Hey, this is Liam, your narrator. Just want to say a very quick thank you to all of you listening, watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing, and all of that good stuff. It really helps out the channel and is much appreciated and very encouraging for me. So with all that said, let's get into the story. The Orb of Unseen Horrors. Professor Anthony Pendleton had spent most of his academic career as a pariah, an eccentric man with peculiar theories about dimensions beyond our comprehension. When he claimed he had found an object of significant importance that would prove his theories, the University Council begrudgingly granted him a presentation. On the day, Pendleton unveiled a matte black orb about the size of a human head, resting on a velvet cushion. He claimed it was of an alien origin, a relic from an ancient civilization that understood the cosmic horrors that lurked in the spaces between dimensions. His voice echoed through the hall, laden with ominous excitement as he described the orb's power to show a glimpse into the true nature of the universe. Many of the faculty laughed and dismissed him outright, but I, a young assistant, saw a spark of brilliance in Pendleton's eyes that made me uneasy. I felt drawn to the orb, as if it harboured a secret yearning to be known. In the coming weeks, Pendleton became increasingly erratic. He spent hours in his office with the orb, often murmuring to it in an odd, guttural language that made my skin crawl. His appearance began to alter. His eyes sank deep into their sockets, his skin turned sallow, and he lost an alarming amount of weight. Yet a mad fervour kept him moving, his eyes now perpetually fixed with a terrifying ecstasy. One evening, he called me to his office, his voice trembling with fear and exhilaration. As I entered, he was standing by the orb, his eyes reflecting an unseen nightmare. He implored me to touch the sphere, promising a revelation beyond my wildest imagination. With trepidation, I extended my hand and brushed the orb's cold, smooth surface. Suddenly, I was no longer in the office but stood on the precipice of an abyssal void. Nebulous, malevolent shapes pulsed and writhed, formless yet terribly alive. I felt my sanity fracture in the face of this cosmic horror, an ancient chaos indifferent to our existence. Its insidious whisperings filled my mind, promising external despair in return for unfathomable knowledge. When I pulled my hand away, Pendleton was slumped on the floor, a thin line of blood trickling from his nose. His gaze was fixed on something unseen, a mirror reflection of the horror I'd witnessed. His lips moved in silent prayer, or curse, I could not tell. With a final shudder, he crumbled, his body empty of life, yet his eyes remained open, staring into the abyss. In the aftermath, the university claimed that Pendleton had suffered a stroke, dismissing his ramblings as the unfortunate result of mental instability. The orb disappeared, rumoured to be locked away in some vault or hidden by the faculty who feared the public embarrassment of Pendleton's theories gaining credence posthumously. I left the university soon after, the trauma too overwhelming. I tried to resume a normal life, but the memory of the otherworldly chaos haunted me. I'd lie awake, the whisperings of the void invading my dreams. I could no longer ignore the truth that lurked just beyond the veil of our reality. We are merely motes of dust, spinning aimlessly in a vast cosmic machine of terrifying indifference. In a world where I had seen the true face of the universe and lost my mentor to its indifferent horrors, I found solace in my isolation. I carried on, bound by a dreadful fascination with the dark truths that had been thrust upon me. My life became a tragic testament to the cruel curiosity of man, seeking answers to questions better left unasked. Perhaps one day, I will find the orb again, and this time I will embrace the dread, let the void consume me as it did Pendleton. Because in the grand, horrifying scheme of existence, what are we, if not transient shadows on the canvas of the cosmos? After all, as Pendleton used to say, humanity is but a blink in the cosmic eye, a mere blip of thought in the mind of chaos. Hey, it's Liam again. This is a little Easter egg for all of you who have stayed right up until the end. Big thank you to all of you. And I look forward to sharing more stories with you very soon in the next video. Take care.